So basically, on week four, what we started doing is we continued on the subject of motion and energy. One up that we did was attaching pendulum to the end of the string while the string was tied to the cabinet. As you guys can see right here, here's the pendulum, and our job was basically to see it swing back and forth. Once we saw it hit back and forth, we had to view how much the pendulum moved back and forth, and then record the motion to Log and Pro. Log and Pro recorded the height of the pendulum, and that was the velocity of each height. As you guys can see right here, you can see right here that this curving line is basically the pendulum moving back and forth. This doesn't provide much motion, but right here you can see that it's going up and down, that is as it swings. This red heart right here is basically the velocity that's hitting at each height. I don't know why it's marking negative, since there can be negative velocity. This one right here would be just basically the height that it's reaching. So after we did that, the second lab that we did in the week was get into a group of at least 4 and shoot a Nerf gun. The purpose of this was to get the bullets to hit the same spot while we kept our hands horizontally at the height of 1 meter. We were to determine the velocity of the Nerf gun bullet by measuring the time it took to the bullet to reach the ground. Once we had found out, we had to figure out the energy by using the equation of EK. Also, with this, David then told us that we had to get it further. So the way we got the shot further is basically we raised it up. As for our new resources, as you can see right here, one of them was Hacker Maker Space's Digital Fab Labs. Digital Fab Labs are like basically like where people are creating stuff that we can later use today. I thought it was pretty cool because there's these kids that are building stuff out of nowhere, man, and it's pretty impressive. Also, as for one other thing that we did for our neat resources was programming. In programming, this was just basically about like these little girls were programming and how they were able to develop apps to help crime, and it's also how good programming could be to the mind. They gave interviews about like Steve Jobs and stuff like that, how they told about how programming could really help, how it's really how it's really educational for them, and how the job field is growing for it. So I thought that was pretty cool about it.